Let us read the book of Genesis, chapter 45, verse 7. Let us look at verse 7. But God sent me ahead of you to preserve for you a remnant on earth and to save your lives by a great deliverance. So then, it was not you who sent me here, but God. He made me father to Pharaoh, lord of his entire household, and ruler of all Egypt. This is the scene after Joseph told his brothers that he was their brother Joseph, who was sold into the land of Egypt. At that time, Joseph was hated by his brothers and was nearly put to death. But Reuben, the oldest brother, said, "We are of the same blood. Do we have to kill him?" Thus, Joseph was sold into Egypt as a slave. In Egypt, he worked diligently in Potiphar's house. However, he was put in prison by a false conspiracy because he did not give in to the temptation of Potiphar's wife. After going through much hardship, he became the ruler of Egypt. Joseph realized, to save all the Israelites, God sent me to the land of Egypt in this way. He was hated by his brothers. He was sold to Potiphar's house. Even though he resisted the temptation of Potiphar's wife, he ended up in prison. He must have felt that it was unfair. I believe in God and try to live according to God's will, but why is this happening to me? Those who do not have faith will grumble. However, Joseph never grumbled. After he became the ruler of all Egypt, he realized, God sent me first to the land of Egypt to save all the Israelites who are in Canaan, suffering from this famine. He had this realization. That is why he said such words in this verse. Sometimes we may think, I believe in God so faithfully. Why am I in so much pain and suffering? We may not understand at that moment, but later, we can realize that there is God's big picture. Ultimately, God had a great plan to make the Israelites prosper in the land of Egypt and to make them into a great nation through Joseph. Later, Joseph realized this, so he no longer hated his brothers, and the brothers also felt relieved. Ultimately, God made me go through this process to establish me where I am today. Everyone, we may not understand now. However, later, we will come to understand the great providence of God. If Joseph had not gone to the land of Egypt, would the Israelites have been able to form a nation? Thank you very much.